There are things that we experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in a corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us, share your story, share your evidence, because this isn't just your story, this is our story. This is GhostBox.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to GhostBox Live. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. And, appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a little tired today. If you've been following my Facebook pages, I will have bored you with all weekend about being over at the Ohio State Reformatory for Parapsychon, which was a fantastic event. It was really a lot of fun, very cool. And I'll talk about it in a second, but I'm tired. I didn't get in till about midnight this morning. And from after, all of us being awake for a great many hours the whole weekend, it really does take its toll. I haven't shaved or even unpacked or anything like that. So I do apologize. I also wanted to also kind of note real fast too, some of you have been reaching out to me. I just haven't had a chance to get back to some of you yet. I do apologize for taking some time. It's certainly not on purpose. As you all know, who've been at events and do events and whatever else, that sometimes it just gets away from you, and it's sometimes not easy to get back to people in a timely manner, even when you think that you can. So if all of you could still be patient, who I haven't responded to yet, I'd appreciate that. So a couple things before we get started. I know some of you have said so already, but please share this video out. Please share it out to whoever you want to, because what we're trying to do here is, some people may not want to get any sort of connection tonight, but they also want to just give their intent. They want to see if you could share it out. Some of you had said that you've done so already. Thank you very much. For those of you, if you would consider doing that, I would greatly appreciate that very much. So a couple other things. I always put this up here. If you like what I'm doing, feel free to send me a donation. You don't have to, obviously, but the donations, the money just goes straight back into funding the live investigations. It's really just goes back into it. As you all know, who do these sort of things, gas, all that costs money. If you are moved or anything by what happens tonight, please consider doing so. If you don't, that's totally fine too, but I just want to throw it out there. Same for those who are interested. I have a Patreon as well. Both the donations and the Patreon link are in my description for the video. The Patreon starts as low as $2 a month, and basically what that does, it just helps me out. That's all it does. And once again, if you are not able to or interested in doing that, that is totally fine too. But I'm just putting those options out there for those who are interested. Also, so this weekend I was at the Ohio State Reformatory. You may have seen some of the lives that we had done, and I'm going to just be honest, I was very blessed to have been able to take part in a live for one of the main sponsors for Parapsychon. They are Devil Vision Media, and you may have seen I was blessed enough to have been a part of an investigation down in the basement of the Ohio State Reformatory. It sounds like they don't really let people down there, and we were doing an investigation during the event, so it actually appeared on the TV screens at the table of the event, of the Devil Vision Media table, so people who are walking by could see what we're doing, but it was also being posted on Facebook. And it was pretty crazy. I think Christy and I spent about total 3 to 4 hours down in the basement over the 2 days, which is a great deal of time. We were literally locked in there because they wanted to make sure that people who were doing the tours didn't come down there. So we were locked in down there, and it's just an incredible situation. And the investigation that we did on Sunday was, I get the days mixed up, But one we did on Sunday, we used Katie Stafford's spirit box that Christy owns, and we had probably a 10 to 15-minute conversation with somebody who we believe was like a secretary to the warden of the reformatory. And the answers were clear. They were all in the same voice. The only downside was it sounds like that if you were watching it on the stream, you couldn't hear it as well. We were repeating what was being said, but we like it when people can hear what is being said as well. But that's kind of the tough part about doing these lives, even what we do here. At least I'm in an isolated place. But for some, trying to hear all the spirit box responses is it can be difficult, but that's just what we do. It was interesting because, as many of you know, I do my own live investigations, living paranormal. So I wasn't in charge of this, and that's weird to not be in charge of something that you do quite a bit of, but it was a lot of fun to be a part of, and I'm very blessed by that. Christy is a co-founder and works with Devil Vision Media. She's a filmmaker, and I have their Facebook up here. If you would be kind enough to go seek them out and like their page, I would greatly appreciate it. I would take it as a as a courtesy to me, because they do a lot of live events and stuff, and it was just a lot of fun. And I thank them. They didn't have to include me, and they did, and I thank them very much for that. So we have that. Also, tonight's my first night on a new network. I am on MN GhostBox. I'm on Free Spirited. I'm on Things Network. I'm on RU Media. I am on the YouTube pages for Things and MN GhostBox. And tonight I start on Skeleton Key Network. And once again, same with Devil Vision. If you are not aware of this network, because they have a lot of different shows that are not on Things and not on MN GhostBox or Free Spirited, could you please go to their Facebook page and like them and check out the programming that they have. I think all my stuff is going to be on Skeleton Key, and then they have another network, Spirit, and I'm going to have the Paranormal Reveal episodes on there as well. So just, please go like them. I mean, that's the good thing about all this stuff. There's never a lack of content. So this is always really fun. So please go like Skeleton Key Network and support them as you've supported all these other wonderful networks. And definitely check them out. Now, also, I just want to point out, I know it sounds like there's nothing but advertisements and stuff, but it's, you got to be appreciative of the people who are so kind to me. And if you watched any of those live investigations, if you have been watching anything that we've been doing, we've been very blessed again to have some really cool equipment that we had been given to test out and try through Cracked Skull Paranormal. Brad, who I'm assuming is on here, we had the yes/no boxes, which, sometimes we get responses, sometimes we don't. It's not because of the equipment, it's because of, the situation. If you remember our investigation of the McIntyre Villa in Atchison, Kansas, we were getting, mainly Christy and Stephanie, were getting really good interaction from the yes and no boxes. So once again, he's making great stuff. Please go and support them if you haven't. I know a number of you, since I started putting this up, have been kind enough to go and like the page. And thank you so very much for doing that. I really appreciate that, because that's how we work as a community, right? That's how we do this. We all go there and we all help each other out, because we are not like the other areas of paranormal that doesn't do that. We are the ones who do that. We set the example. So please consider going to those places. Now, speaking of living paranormal, the live stream paranormal investigation program that I work on, I'm hoping to get some clarification by Sunday when we're going to go live in June. And it should be pretty quickly if it goes the way that I think it will. So please look out for that. Sunday, I will be back on doing GhostBox Live. And just like tonight, it's going to just be mainly we're going to focus on people in service as we go into Memorial Day. So, and those are always very beautiful nights. So, let's see, what else do we got going on here? I'm trying to see here. I'm just going to refresh something because I don't know if I was lost on one of the pages or whatnot. Nope, I look like I'm back. So I'm just looking at any of the comments on my personal profile page. Um, and it doesn't look like a ton of folks are there, but boy, I don't know what you all are talking about on the chat. I'm looking, and please hold on while I just go through what's going on our chat here. First of all, I believe we are going on tomorrow, but not with Spirit Box. I think Christy and I are going to be talking about what happened at Ohio State Reformatory, what happened during the investigation, talk about some events coming up as we're hoping to do some of that with Parafriends events and other things. Let's see here. What else do we have going on here? You're still in Florida? How long are you going to be there for? My goodness. The pictures look amazing. It looks like you guys are having a great time. I'm so happy. You deserve it. You truly deserve it. I mean, I met with myself. Does that count? I mean, I don't know. I mean, there is. I mean, honestly, that's not completely my thing, unless I have a connection with them. Like, I do know Dave Schrader, so we had a nice conversation there. We had we did a live of a walkthrough of the Ohio State Reformatory. I was watching a little bit of that today. Boy, I'm sorry, folks. That was really a jumpy little live, wasn't it? I walked all through it with my phone, and that was kind of like vomit inducing, wasn't it? With all the shakiness. But we talked with Ghost Brothers on the live. Heather Taddy, she's amazing. We talked with her a little bit, and it was really fun. It was really cool. They're good people. There's a lot of good people there. Let's see, what else do we have here now? This is riveting, me looking at comments, isn't it? I mean, I can see why my numbers are just jumping up when I just sit here looking at how things are going. Are we going ghost hunting tonight or what? Not tonight. What we're going to do is I'm going to use the spirit box to reach out to spirits. So we are going to be doing spirit communication tonight. Not quite the same as a paranormal investigation, but we are going to reach out to spirits. We're going to reach out to loved ones and stuff. Tuesday nights, we tend to reach out to someone from history or something, but we're not doing that tonight. Tonight, because I missed Sunday, we're going to be doing just reaching out to loved ones or anyone who wants to come through. Folks, I'm going to make just a clarification though, ground rules for tonight. We all know what happened in Texas today. It was absolutely devastating. Words like tragedy don't even begin to explain what happened. Please do not ask me to reach out to any of them tonight, because I will not. We will not be talking. We will not try to reach anyone from there, from Texas. We're not going to try to reach out to anyone who is part of that tragedy. That is not our place. And there's a couple reasons why we're going to play by those rules tonight. The first obvious one is that is the number one thing that's on radio right now. And as much as I'd like to say that when we use the spirit box, we get only spirit responses, we get radio as well. So we're going to hear the name of the town. We're going to hear different things come through possibly. And that immediately gets people like, oh my gosh, they're coming through. That is not good. So we're not doing that. The real reason though, is this is something that we need to allow spirits to adjust and live. And everything about this is absolutely horrific. And as Jeremy just says, It's insensitive to the family, insensitive to the family. It's just insensitive in general. This is not a gimmicky program. I struggle when I try to reach out to celebrities who have passed, and I mean from the 1800s and 1940s, not like last week. But I struggle with that as well because I don't want this to be considered to be like some of the others out there who use Spirit Box to just try to wow people to watch. This is not what this is. This is meant to be a place where um, we're helping others, we're helping each other. So this is not the place for it. I don't think I even needed to say it to any of you tonight because you're all super smart, super sensitive, super beautiful people. But um, this is how we're going to do it. And so there might be some new people that are joining us, might ask or whatever. I will just politely explain why we won't do it again, or we'll just move on. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that, and I'm hoping that you all feel good about that. I think by the comments I'm reading, everyone's in total agreement on it. And that's the main thing. So that I mean, I actually almost didn't go on tonight because I just really, like all of you, this is just, it's overwhelming, and everything about it is horrific. So, but I also wanted to see you all tonight. I mean, I didn't see you Sunday, and I truly miss when we don't do these because you are all the highlight of my week, and I love our interaction. I love what we do together. So, in a silly way, I guess, and it's not my children out there. I don't have children, um, but this helps me heal a little bit about everything and just in general, just being with all of you. So I appreciate you all very much. Okay. And what we want to do is just reach out to spirits, to loved ones. Maybe we can make your night. Okay. Let's take a look at the equipment. No different than normal. Okay. So what we got going on here, as usual, and I don't know if Amanda's on here, but that rolling is not spirit in a chair, it's me. Of course, we have Mr. Rem Pod. Thank you. Now, if Amanda's on here, please note, okay, it all lights up. It all works, Amanda, okay? It all works. Then we have the flashlight, which was going off a little bit. As Christy had said, very interestingly, I always think that this is interesting as well, that it actually seems to be better. The equipment seems to be better when it's not working. That almost tells more than when it is, because I always worry about like when the flashlight is going off consistently over and over and over. Is that a fault? Real fast, a story. We love stories, don't we? The ones that never end from me. But what in Gettysburg, so I had my REM pod, one of 4 REM pods that I own. I had I had 2 going. One was just going crazy, just nonstop crazy. And I just thought maybe that was the battery going. So I said to Spirit, I said, and like I said, we're at Air Ridge in Gettysburg. I said, I'm going to turn off this REM pod. The other one is here. Once I turn this off, can you make the other one go off? Because the other one wasn't going off at all. And I turn off the one that was going crazy. And right away, the other one, which was on, that hadn't been going on at all, that one turned on, starting going crazy. And that was crazy. Not how many times can I say crazy in one story, but it truly was like this. They are listening to us. They do listen to us. And that was absolutely wonderful. I love that. I absolutely love that. And Christy, I believe, is still on here. She can attest also that when I was at Air Ridge, that I was the one that was bringing in all the spirit communication, not her group or anyone else's group. I think we just need to clarify that now so that we don't get wrong information in the future. That actually all the other groups had to come to the room I was in because we were rocking it. And it's just a gift. It's just all it is, right, Christy? It's just a gift. And see, you can go ha 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 as much as you want, but you cannot deny that that's what happened that night. And I didn't know anybody there. And I'm just like, I don't know what this is for. I really don't know what that is for. Apart from, did you hit those by accident? It's meant to be the "you are right, Greg" emoji. But the thing is that I didn't know anybody there, and I saw the people who were trying to do a spirit box session, and I'm just like, do you mind if I go somewhere else and maybe bring whoever else wants to do something? Because I kind of feel like that we can have a better, we can kind of get a better reaction. And they all looked at me like, you don't know what you're doing. Fair enough. I go in another room. And the thing is, if anyone's ever investigated with me, there's a lot of buildup that I talk to spirits before we even turn on the equipment, so they know exactly what they're getting into. And I'm just going to leave this on for the rest of the show. And basically, that's what happened. And that's not for like Christy's group, because Christy knows exactly what she's doing, and I do mean that completely. It's just that we had a good night. We had a good night in that room, and we heard a cannon, which no one could attest to. I think, Christy, weren't you even outside when we heard the cannon on the inside? Crazy. It's just crazy. Um, well, you know what? We have events coming up that join us tomorrow at 9 p.m. And we'll be going through some of the events we have coming up. And that's a great way to investigate with a lot of people, not just us. Yeah, it was a great night, and I know that we're kind of getting off topic here because we're here to first of all, we're still uh, talking about the equipment. So we have the Ovilus 5. 2 words are up there. We have Ida, IDA, and Lagoon, Lagoon. Okay. We have the Linus detector. Whoop, we have the flashlight. I set off the flashlight. It's very clear I set off the flashlight. And then, of course, we have the disco ball over here. We at our investigation on Saturday, we had all the things that light up onto a chair, and it looked like a little disco for like mice, because it's just small, but it's little like. So it's pretty cool, actually. And we got to see Nick Moulet from, you see him on things all the time. And we also met with Jeremy York, which was really cool. See, that's low energy banter there, Christy. Let's see here. I wanted to go to Mansfield, but I was at another event myself. You were, but we did meet up on Sunday. Jeremy's haunted doll got to meet Christy's haunted doll. It was bliss. We looked at DVDs. We looked at all sorts of things. It was an amazing time. I could have spent many more hours there, but we were rapidly deteriorating. Of course, Jeremy was like totally on the go. He was just like, let's keep going. But not all of us have that sort of energy. Certainly not me. I try. I'm just glad the investigations were during the day. It was good times, and I'm very thankful to have seen you in person. It's the second time I've seen Jeremy in person, and also it was great to see Nick. Tom, who is on here, I see Tom on here also. Thank you, Tom, very much for joining. It was great to meet you. Thank you for being on here tonight. Oh, and then I promise we're going to get to a spirit box session. It will happen in moments. But yes, we went twice, actually. Jeremy gave us a place called Don Hall's up the road from him, and it truly was so good. It was really, really delicious. So thank you for that. Thank you. I meant to message you about that. So let's talk to spirits tonight. Tonight, I'm going to use the SB7T. We used it. I used Christie's at the at the event, and it was really working out well. So let's try that again tonight. What I really need to do is order a box that Katie has built. Like I said, and we'll talk about this tomorrow. Those responses that we were getting through it on Sunday during the day, uh, it was it was pretty incredible, pretty incredible. Sherry, the FP7s, they probably run 69 to 89 dollars. But the thing is that you want to get an external speaker with it, okay? And because the speaker here um, just isn't loud enough. So we have to have an external. That's why I always have one plugged in. Which then you can sometimes they have a deal at Amazon where you can get both of them together. This one though, I mean, these are pretty decent speakers. This is a Go 2, I think it is something like that. See if it says it on there. But it's really this is really good. Once again, I can't take credit for finding this speaker myself. This is one type that Christy had been using, and I saw her using that. Um, and I just fell in love with it. So she finds all the good stuff. So we have that, and let's see. But yeah, and then like the ones that Katie was builds, that's more expensive. They're custom. And I would recommend those for people who are seriously into it. People who are just starting out, I would always recommend one of these because they're cheap enough. And if you're not getting anything from here, then perhaps maybe this isn't the device you use. It's okay. That's why there's so many devices, because you can use whatever you want. The best device, of course, is your body. That's the best equipment, but also like a digital recorder, flashlight. Those are really the ones that you want to get. This is like for the ones that you want to go a little bit different direction. As I always say, you see a lot of people investigation. A lot of them don't use spirit boxes. It's not for everybody, and that's okay. Let's see. Absolutely, we'll definitely get to that in a second. If they come through, great. I'm not specifically asking for them tonight, Annette, because we'll do that Sunday right before the Memorial Day. Okay. And thank you, Brad. I do appreciate that. It was very kind of you. Let's see. Oh, nice, nice. Well, it was raining inside the reformatory on Saturday because we had severe weather. And so, it was like we could easily have, I guess, done this. The basement was actually pretty dry. It was like where all the vendors was, that stuff was leaking through. I've never been to a Paracon where I was inside and it was raining on me, but that's just how it works. Let's see here. Let's see anything else. Bruce, I'm going to answer your question afterwards. If I don't get to it, remind me. But I do want to get to the session because a lot of you have been waiting, and I've just been yabbering away over here. So let's do some protection before we get started. Once again, your intention should be that we want to bring through loved ones. And I am not planning on crossing anyone over tonight. And if you all remembered on last Sunday that we did it, I was unable to cross over anybody. So I'm going to wait because I'm not really, I'm pretty tired and I'm not feeling 100%. So I'm going to wait until Sunday for us to do any kind of crossover. Okay. So we'll get that out of the way. But feet on the ground, we're going to ground. And just, just take a breath, slow everything down. We've been talking a lot. Just slow it all down. Think of positive thoughts. It's hard sometimes, isn't it? It's hard to think of those positive thoughts when there's so much garbage happening in the world right now. But, I had, and this is part of protection. You might think I'm telling another story, but this is part of protection. I had Patty Negri on my show, and someone had asked, called in the show, and asked her if through like metaphysical means we could stop Putin with all of the stuff that's happening in Ukraine. And I thought, well, that's silly, because if that's all it took, we could be knocking a lot of people off the equation, right? But what she said was, yes, you can, and that's through positivity, your own positivity, because that positivity is infectious. That positivity is what helps other people through these horrible moments. And eventually it's that good does overcome evil. And I thought that was a really wonderful response. And I think that that is what we talk about here, that the stuff that happened today is so just unimaginable, even for us that we're not directly affected by it, that it's our positivity and our ability to be able to bring in the sunshine into our lives and others. That's what is sets us apart, right? So, as Catherine says from YouTube, the best thing is to send light. And that's what we're going to do. So right here, your heart chakra. This is where it's all, you're feeling good. You have your loved ones who have passed, family members, spirit guides, whomever you want. And just think about that light glowing and building out from your heart. It's just protection, and it's just building and building and building. And eventually it just covers you. And from there, you can take that and you could just push it. And I always say that. I've never known anyone else to say that. And I always wonder if people think I'm silly. But you just push it, through your house, protecting whoever else is there. My intention is protecting other people, other animals, and that we're always protected. Like, once again, we're a community, right? We're family. So with that, why don't we reach out to spirits and see what we can come up with, okay? And just kind of go from there. Once again, folks, anyone who just joined me, please do not ask me to reach out to anyone from that tragedy in Texas today. I will not be doing so. All right. Hopefully everything is charged. I was going to mention too, when it comes to the Ovilus, I haven't charged it since I got back from Ohio. We've been using a lot, so if it ends up just like dying on us, so be it. I did try to charge up the speaker a little bit. So, and I did not bring the spirit box with me. I haven't used the SP7T in a long time. I always say it's the evil spirit box because the light is red, where on all the other ones it's blue. It's like it's the evil twin brother. So let's see what we can do here. See, it doesn't look red on here, of course, but it is. Sweep rate 200, as I do on everything else. Let's do this. What? Let's turn up. My name is Greg. Please use me as a conduit to come through and talk to me here, okay? You have my permission to speak with me. Do you have any relatives that want to talk to us tonight?
Hi, but
Do I have anybody from the Ohio State Reformatory that we had spoken to?
Right.
We were talking to, and we think the warden's secretary there. I thought I heard that too. Oh my God, did you hear her? She said here. She's here. Do you remember Christy and I from Sunday? Yes. We were trying to reach the warden that day.
Government.
Government what? May I speak to the warden, please?
Special.
All we were trying to do is just speak to somebody of authority. I heard, what did you expect? Warden, did you hear that? It was quieter, but someone just said warden. That's what I heard. That's exactly what I heard. It's crazy, I heard. Is the warden here? Are we speaking to the warden right now? Hey, Penny. Thanks for joining. Same voice. When we go back there, can we get a tour from you, please? I drove through Wisconsin yesterday. I heard, where's the block button? Here, let me go back to another comment from earlier. You're lucky. All right. Anybody else from Ohio State Reformatory? Did I hear Jeremy's name? Did anyone else hear that? I thought I heard Jeremy. What about the inmate in cell 13? Are you here? Yes. Did anyone else hear yes? Can you tell us what you did in that cell? How did you die?
Big one.
I actually thought I heard it. Can you say it again, please? How did you die? Anybody else here? I burned. I thought I heard I burned. All right, clear the energy. All right, one more question. Why did you do it? Why did you do it? Can you speak up, please? Oh, lucky you. Cool. The storms on Saturday were massive. You need some help? All right, let's clear the energy. Cut those ropes, cut those cords there, okay? Moving on. Can I get a number of how many spirits are in here with me right now, please? Well,
Mattress. Slow down.
if 12 is correct, could you light up a device for me, please? Even if 12 is not correct, can you light up a device for me, please? You all heard Patrick. Yes, mattress was definitely radio. I don't think it was spirit. See, that's why we don't want to try to reach out to, especially stuff that happened today. And that would be true. And then when he said, I burned, he set himself on fire in there. That's how he died. And we were in that cell on Sunday. Say jail? It is.
That looks like.
No, and I'm saying I heard it too. I heard what you heard, and that is a commercial on the radio. That was not spirit. And that happens sometimes because it's just how the radio works on the spirit box. No, but I totally, and I'm glad that you put it out there. And thank you for that. Yeah, absolutely. Can you remind me who Ronnie is, please?
Now,
Oh,
money man.
thank you. Thank you. I meant to ask about him. Let me ask about him. Thank you for the reminder. Patrick, references radio. Patrick, we keep hearing Patrick's name. Are you Patrick trying to talk to us? What's up? What's up? What's up, Patrick? Can you hear this? Did you hear that? Can you hear this? I can. We all can. Who's trying to talk to us? Patrick, who are you?
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Beautiful.
Something beautiful. Patrick, if we got your name right, can you go over there and touch something? Anything that would turn it on? Can you do that, please? That's me. Can you do that, please? Patrick. Patrick, can you turn something on over here for us, please? You can't move anything over there?
No. I got one.
Patrick. All right, Patrick. Well, let me know how you want our help, okay? We're going to move on. You heard I can't move? Patrick, are you unable to move? All right. All right, Eliza.
Rock and roll.
You're kidding me.
Oh, beautiful.
Holy cow. I'll get back to that one. I'll get back to that one. Thank you. Second time. Thank you. Y'all hear rock and roll? No, I lost it. I hit the wrong button. That took me by surprise. I can do it without it. What came up on the closed caption? Rock and roll? You all heard it. God, that's fantastic. Thank you. For Eliza. Ronnie, could you come through for her, please? some way, somehow, whether it's through here or over there. Can you come through for her, please?
He's
Can you say your girlfriend's name? Can you say her name for me? Ronnie, could you say your girlfriend's name for me, please? Her secret?
Right. And
I wonder if there's an audio problem coming through, because it sounds right for me.
$1,000.
Radio.
25.
So, Rondi, you're not going to come through? At least I didn't hear him. Eliza, let me know if you heard him. Maybe he came through. You could hear him. There's a lot of voices coming through.
and
I did too. I feel like that was radio.
You know.
All those voices. When I was asking for Ronnie.
Yep.
Yep. It does, doesn't it?
So what? And more.
I'm just reading comments. It's pretty lively tonight, isn't it? No, I didn't think so, and I'm glad that you're being honest about it. And when you heard "Hi, Greg," I think it was rock and roll, to be honest. All right, Shannon. Let's reach out to David. Oh, interesting. So you heard him. He did come through. Good. Good. Radio. Radio. Here. Oh. Who's happy to see me? Spirit. What is his name? Can you tell me his name, please? What's his name? What's his name? Just said it, Linus. Did you hear it? And it just said cat. It just said Linus.
Bakun.
Wow, said his name. They said it again. Good night, isn't it? All right. And again. Likes you better than me. All right. David. I haven't forgotten Shannon. David. And Ronnie, you know that Eliza loves you, right? She misses you greatly. Better than the Greg show. Truly. Isn't that the case? On behalf of Shannon, I'm reaching out to David. Can you come through, please? Can you say hello to her? David. David, can you come through, please? David, can you turn something on over here for me, please? I think you came through for us before. We just want to hear your voice. You don't have to recite the Gettysburg Address for us. Just a hello will work. David, I know you can come through. I do know this for a fact. Linus. All right, David, you can come through anytime you want, okay? You can tell him that. You don't need this for you to talk to him. I hope you do know that. This is just for us to hear his voice, but you know that you can talk to him anytime you want and tell him everything. And then ask him to give you a sign. Ask him to give you something. just joined the comments.
Maybe
One more. I'll do my best for you, Terry. Rick, can you come through for Terry, please? Terry would love to hear from you. Love to hear your voice again. Can you say her name for us, please? Rick, we're asking you to come through for your little brother. Can you say hello to us as loud as you can? It almost sounds like a love you, but I'd like to hear something more substantial, if I may. Something in your voice, please. Or feel free to turn something on over here. Some quiet spirits talking. Are any spirits out there needing our help?
magic.
Right? And that's the tough part, because, I mean, otherwise we're just making stuff up. Me, you know, and I want to be very accurate about it. Harry, look behind you then. Any spirits need any help? You need anything from us? Can you turn something on or say yes? Okay. Do you hear that? Yep. I appreciate that. What can I help you with? What can we help you with? Do you want to be crossed over? Can you say yes if you want to be crossed over? So you both heard cross, huh? All right. All right. Let's do it. You all heard it. Okay. Everyone except me. All right, folks. If you're new to this, this is where I need your intention. Okay? Let's cross them over. All right. I am opening up some light for anyone who wants to use it, okay? And that light is like a doorway. And all you need to do, you see it? And it's like a stream coming from the doorway. And that is what you walk on. And what you're going to do is you're going to cross through that doorway of light. Do you see it? Come on. What you're going to do, if you're afraid of crossing based on what you've done in this life, don't be afraid, okay? Like a door, exactly. You just cross through it, okay? Do you see it? You're looking for the light, the door. Did you do it? Yes. And that's the voice I've been hearing. Everyone else do it who wants to do it? Can you answer me, please? Did everyone else do it? All right. All right, there we go. What did we get here? Yes, it was. Oh, you're welcome. It's the most beautiful thing we can do, I think. Sherry, I think she's already crossed. Personally. I think she's in good hands. I think she's in really good hands. And I shut the session down. What? What? Same voice. Same voice. We shut this session down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that is it. Someone did get talkative there. Um, I had a psychic, a medium in Ireland, tell me this is what I do is I bring spirits home, and that was really such a compliment, actually. And this is what we do at the end of all of our, at least the GhostBox lives, not the experimental sessions, where we try to bring back, try to cross over anyone who wants to do so. And it is, for me, the most beautiful thing in the world. There is nothing better to do it. Um, and so that is just amazing. It is so amazing to do. And they get really emotional sometimes. Sometimes you can feel the whole room drain energy wise. Let's close this circle. Want some Florida water? Or be shipped to Florida? Anyway. So with that, this session is closed. You are not allowed to communicate with us unless you are a family member or friend. If you are somebody who is just taking part in this session, we will be opening up the session again some other point, but you are not allowed to communicate with us or anybody else, okay? The session's closed, excuse me. Enough. He is very, very needy because I've been gone. It's interesting. I think it was just Linus walking through. And thank you so much for all that you do. I appreciate it. Let's see what else we got here. Right before you shut it down, it said Galatians. Also came up and you'll see it's a book of Bible related to Paul. So that means that is is that Old Testament, or is that Old Testament? Because New Testament is just Gospels, right? It's been a while, and you would know. You'll know. That's Old Testament, right? Yes. Hold on 1 second. You stop. You're ruining my show. Do you know that? You don't care. You just meowed at me. I don't care. I don't care what you think, Bakun. Come on. Here, go chase this. Yeah, go. Move it. Because the New Testament, it's only 4 books, right? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Unless there's something else in there. Boy, it's been a while. So anyway, Bruce, the difference in boxes. I mean, there's a lot of different things that are different in the boxes, but the thing is that, like, these, you can change the sweep rate. It's just how they're made and how they pick up stuff. And what you're getting is a lot of people now creating boxes that are really tuning into what people want. And so these are wonderful. I do love these, but like the stuff that Katie is making, it's just attacking the frequencies differently, maybe slightly. But the thing is that they're all within the FM frequency and the AM frequency. So, oh, look at that. No, okay, so that makes sense because Christy said it's Paul. I should have stuck with what I believed it to be New Testament. So you both are right. That's New Testament. That's interesting because you're not going to get that on the radio for any particular reason. And keep in mind, folks, and Bruce, to your point, Spirit Box, you're hitting all those frequencies, all those little frequencies. There's 7 in the New Testament, not 4. Got it. Thank you. So something like Galatians, that is 4 syllables going across something that is just barely a nanosecond with each frequency, and you're getting full words and getting something like, or a full sentence, but getting a word with full 4 syllables. That's pretty incredible. So that's a really cool response. There's a lot of cool responses tonight, weren't there? Holy cow. I personally don't, but it's been so long. But thank you both for that, explaining it very, very well. I appreciate it. So, I think for me, really what it comes down to is is just the build. there's more to the custom boxes. They're better made. They're there's just different technology that's making the sweep, and there's different ways of approaching the sweep. Some also use echo. Like if you hear someone say that they're using a portal, that's going to be an echo system as well. Some believe that your echo actually is what's creating responses in your spirit box. So, which there are some really good. Matter of fact, one that I really love is an app called the Echo Box. So it's very interesting. It's a very interesting thing, but these, some of these boxes are very expensive. That's a big difference right there too, but they're worth it. If you get them from someone reputable like Katie, they're very worth it. And some of the original boxes made by Frank Sumption, they go for thousands of dollars. Frank had passed away in 2014, was it? So, and he created them originally to reach out to aliens, UFOs, realizing he's picking up spirits. If I understood correctly, Frank would just make boxes for people if they wanted them, and they were always considered of super high quality, super high standards. But now, after he passed, they go for huge amounts of money. So let's see, what else do we have here before we go? We have, let's see. Once again, if you feel the need, please consider making a donation. It's on the description. Same with Patreon. Feel free. There's different tiers. I do have to change some of the tiers. My God, Linus. I'm competing with a cat right now. I have to change some of the tiers because it includes people I don't work with anymore in them. So if you go those high, we'll figure something out. Once again, thank you to Devil Vision Media for kindly allowing me to take part in the weekend. They didn't have to, but they did. Once again, Christy is a co-founder of it. Some amazing people. They let me into the basement investigation. Thank you so much. Please go like their page. Please also go like Skeleton Key Network page. I'm debuting on their network tonight. So please, please go and consider liking their page and checking out the programs that they have. Come on, buddy. And then, of course, Cracked Skull Paranormal. Please go and like their page. I know it's just like, but they're good. All these are good people. So please, please do so. Other than that, the tomorrow night at 9, I'm doing a live with Christy. We normally do Paranormal Reveal, but we're not quite ready for it yet. We're not to the standard that I'd like it to be to present our next case. But we will be doing that shortly, but we are going to be on tomorrow to talk about this past weekend, talk about some events. We're going to be on all the networks tomorrow, so please check that out. Also, Sunday, I will be back on GhostBox Live. We'll be reaching out to military people, remembering Memorial Day, and that will be very interesting. And we always have great responses those nights, so hopefully we can do that and be able to have a chance to remember all those wonderful people. Once again, if you need to reach me or want to follow me, you could just friend me on Facebook. That is totally fine. Also, go like my page, MN GhostBox, and we'll just do this again. Thank you all so very much. I really appreciate everyone taking the time. And we go late, and everyone still is here. So thank you so very much. Everyone, have a great night, and I will see you all along with Christy tomorrow. Take care.